Hey guys, welcome back. Today we're going to do Adventureman issue number 2 from Image Comics by Matt Fraction, by Dodson and Cowles. Cool cover. Check boxing here. Fat lesbians, probably disabled. Cancel culture haircut. It's all in there. Why am I mentioning this? Well, from the first book, and check it out, I had a suspicion that this book wasn't, not really smacking me in the head with progressism and, checkboxing. That's not really in here. But modern comics is modern comics, right? Because this is from 2020 and from, I believe, 2016 until now, Marvel, DC, and a lot of other, Image Comics is being infiltrated by extreme left-wing activists. And I'm going to stick to the end of the video. I'm going to tell you why. Let's talk about the story first, right? So, okay, we have this scene here where this woman, it's called Phaedra Phantom, is being captured and being held hostage by none other than Baron Bizarre. The art from Terry Dodson, it's really cool. Terry R. Dodson is a really, really good artist. He can draw a woman very well. And I'm going to show you a lot of, scenes that I think is pretty to look at, right? So, and basically this Lord Bizarre, Baron Bizarre, is a Lord of Fear. Now, and then we go to this young boy called Tommy, and this is his mother. She's the protagonist here. And she said, so he's reading. Arch nemesis of Adventureman, this otherworldly demon champion of the Ultravoid is an avatar of fear. Come on. Feeding on terror and gaining his power from frightened worlds. The more we here on Earth fear him, the stronger weird. I feel like we just read that one. I can walk and read at the same time, he says to her, because they are walking to his school, right? And he says, but Tommy is really into this book. This book has been given by a strange woman. See my, first review. Check it out and subscribe to my channel if you like what you're seeing. And then he discovers something, right? So he says, they give the address for Adventum Worldwide, Adventureman's headquarters. What? They never said that in the books. She is, a bookstore owner, by the way. So she has a lot of knowledge about, a lot of things. And look, it's the same address as the publishers of this. Do you think Adventureman himself published it? And I think the school bell's about to ring, young man. So yeah, he's running to school, and she's laughing a little bit here. And so she goes to her. She has a lot of sisters, a lot of women of color. Yeah, let's leave it at that. The reason, I don't know, I believe they're adopted, right? That's why she's calling them sisters. She's also self-disabled because she cannot hear. She has those hearing things in her ear. And so this is, I believe, some kind of a bakery. And she's tried to talk about what's happening, but she's not actually revealing it. So her sisters doesn't know what's going on, right? And so she's making, I believe, some muffins, I guess, right? And she is just reading and reading while her sister's talking and making these muffins. So this sister with prosthetic legs and cancel culture haircut comes in, and the muffins is now, I don't know, broken or something. It failed, but that's not the whole point, right? So I'm not saying all these things with cancel culture, mental case haircut, but they are checking a lot of boxes here. And to be fair, it's not hitting me in the face. It's not telling me that I'm a white cis male and I'm on the wrong side of history in this particular scene. Coming back to that a little bit later. So story-wise, that's okay. I'm enjoying this. There's some things that I think could change, especially when it comes to colors. I think certain colors needs to pop a little bit more. I'm going to show you that a little bit here. But what happened is there's coming insects out of those muffins. And she says, that's not in my recipe. And so Claire, that's the protagonist's name, is, thinking something. He says, I need to go. This is dumb. This is dumb. I look cool at least, right? So what if I'm taking a ride uptown? This is me. This is what I'm made to do. And then we see a beautiful looking page here. Like I said, Terry Dodson. This city feels alive, and we have, oh, it's me, Mario. Like I said, I wish that the colors were popping a little bit more. It's very. I'm not sure the word flat colors is the right word, but they have, as you can see here, mostly the same color as scheme. So this is a fun bit. She's, I believe, worked at the police force, I guess. It's not, for now, not really significant. But then she is, again, this looks fantastic. So she's she's going to this building and has the same initials here, or logo, that she has on this book that she got from the strange woman from the first book, right? Tommy is bored, texting his mom because he has still that thing in his head with the Adventureman and wants to know more because, he's thinking there is an adventure going on. He wants to be part of that, right? So his teacher didn't like that. And he says, okay, I'm sorry, I'm just putting the phone away. And then she calls, ask this guy, he says, how long has this building been here? He says, who cares? It's a dump. But he doesn't see this building. As you can see, he doesn't see it at all. She says, well, I care, otherwise I wouldn't have. And then he just walks away, right? So she goes to the building, but there's no diversity. There's no doorknobs or entrances, right? And she's thinking about that because she was reading something in the book that might help her to go into this building. And then she's she's remembering this particular scene in that book about this wizard guy or sorcerer guy, and this ghostly woman comes out because being haunted by, evil beings, and he's being sucked in. And that's exactly what's happening. Was it Claire? Her name? I forgot. And yeah, this is a ghost woman, and I believe this was the woman from the first book. And she says, you found me. In all these years, planting those books like seeds, hoping one would take root. And she says, oh no, he's coming, I have to go. I'm sorry, I explain everything later. Step lightly, they made security measures in place. Be brave and true, and in this place, no harm shall befall you. I swear. And now we switch to other colors, still muted, but, other colors indeed. So this is, I don't know what's going on. Everything is broken and trashed. And Claire says, how did I get here? What's happening? So she throws her helmet away. Not sure. It's the helmet from a bike. Why would you throw it away? But then, indeed, security measures are coming back to life. And these are robots. But she says that, she's basically kicking them away. So there's two robots here. And she just attacks the robot. And when she breaks, an eye of this robot, and she says, whatever these things are, they're tough, but they're kind of old. I don't know, they look pretty new to me. They don't look robots from the 60s or something, but they look like they are talking to each other instead of, I don't know if robots needs to really talk to each other to understand what's going on. But hey, okay, but they have antennas. Maybe that's what she says because it looks old, because it has antennas, right? But there's also some plot conveniences here. So it seems that because of the securities, walls come down, black walls, and then the robots' eyes light up, and they use clicking sounds like echolocation, like what whales are doing, and she has figured that out, maybe because of the clicking sound, but and this is what probably they see because of the echolocation bounces back, right? Just like whales and bats and all that stuff. But like I said, she's deaf and she has this hearing apparatus. I don't know how she figured it out, by the way, but like I said, convenient plot point. And then she is rushing to this robot, pulls out her hearing thing, and she distract the other robot and then plugs it into these ears of this robot. This robot's gone crazy. The other robot noticed the noise and attacks his companion while she is running to the lift of this building, right? Actually, that's a good idea. That's actually a good idea. I like that. But then she wants to push the buttons, but there are no buttons. Robots come in, and she says, come on, Claire, think and think fast. And this is also a weird plot point because she is now doing this. It's another thing from the books, right? There was a thing, they say, a magic word or a passphrase. It was equal parts to salute destination double there. Like open sesame, but it wasn't open sesame. It was the greatest unknown. And Adventureman says that. So, and then, right, she's going into the lift to the upper floor. Okay, now, if I was a rational being, right, although I have a very wide, big imagination, I wouldn't try to do this. I would actually, find buttons because that's the rational, normal thing to do. Okay, but hey, comics, right? So she's here, more, is this a spaceship? What is this? Dinosaurs. And she says, hey, Ghost Lady, I think I have your book. And this particular scene stops here. And then we go to Claire's house with her, I believe her dad or stepdad or whatever. And they have this, banquet, I believe, evening dinner. And so this old guy says, hey, Thomas Lane Connell, basically he wants to know, hey, where's your mother and why are you off? Why are you off with your thoughts? So, and then she says, sorry, I'm late. And then, I had the craziest day. What did I miss? This is a very weird cliffhanger. Maybe we're going to see what's happening in the next book, but, it's not, looks good, by the way. I mean, Terry Dodson can draw. So far, I'm interested, but I don't know where this is going, so I'm hesitating a bit. Now, when I first opened this book and I said, okay, there's some check boxes in here, there's some progressivism in here. I don't mind, it's not hitting me over the head. But then, read this. Not even a month later, and I feel like another new axis. I don't know why the death of George Floyd was a tipping point. He was not the first to die needlessly at the hands of the calloused and militarist police force. He wasn't even the first murder to be filmed. He wasn't even the first black person to eat of those things in May. Maybe that his murder came as COVID-19's disproportionate effect on black communities was also undeniable. Okay. Creators meddling in politics. That's the wrong move. We all know what's happened. We all know that's not how you should do it. That's why comics are down. That's why Marvel Comics and DC Comics are not doing well. Comics in general are not doing well, right? So I thought, okay, these creators need to do this. And I thought, dude, don't do it. I don't want this in my comic. I just want to read the story. I don't want to go on what happened in the real world. I read comics for escapism, not being smacked in the face about who was right and who was wrong. What happened to George Floyd was terrible. He's not a clean man. He was a criminal, but he didn't deserve to die. Was it murder? I don't know. I'm not an expert on that. But if you are, sometimes you can also you want to see what you want to see, right? There's a lot of things that went wrong with that particular scene, but right. I think comics needs to stay away from politics in general. Just draw fucking comics, create comics, and shut the fuck up. Why? Now look at this. Oh no. For non-black readers, progress to white anti-racist society begins with education and recognition, then amplifies with work. Resources for white parents to raise anti-racist children. When I read this a moment ago, I was fucking pissed. Basically, the creator's telling me that I'm a fucking racist, right? Because you need to be educated. Me as a white man, I need to be educated about racism. Dude, I'm 50 plus years old. I'm working with a lot of people from diverse backgrounds. You don't need to tell me about diversity and all that stuff and racism. I'm buying comics because I want to have fun with comics. I do not want to have links to this fucking terrorist organization. I don't want to, you know, read things about what's happened in the modern world, especially what's happening now in the world with the war in those, other places that I cannot talk about because probably my book will be getting, I don't know, my video is getting shadow banned or canceled or whatever. So it goes on and on, right? I wonder if these creators now looking back because of this whole this organization that burned buildings down, hurt people, even hurt the black community. The leaders of this movement bought a $3.5 million house in a white neighborhood. These people that probably need the money or should have give the money to their community to build, I don't know, houses, better lives, food, drinks, water, you name it. But no, they enriching themselves. And they also supporting that other terrorist group that's now doing stuff in real world. Like, I cannot say it, the word begins with H and an A and an M and the rest. So yeah, this particular, this group that needs to help black people, right, is now supporting a group that kills people and hurts women, innocent children, and all that stuff. So I wonder if these creators are now looking back and say, maybe we shouldn't have done that. Maybe we shouldn't meddle in fucking politics. Dude, why are you putting this in there? This is wrong. This is absolutely wrong. And that, sours my taste for this comic, because this could be actually a good comic, right? But now I believe there's 6 issues, I guess. So if I'm reading the rest now, I always have this thought in my head, maybe in issue 3, these creators are going to lecture me that I'm wrong, that I need to do better. And, I need to support certain groups. No, I don't want to support certain groups. I want to support comics and comic shops. That's what I support. I want to support good stories. I do not want to support all this because I don't know where this money is going, And you thought you are doing the right thing, but actually you did a very bad thing by, leading and misleading and brainwashing people to go to all these sites. And who knows what all these sites are doing with the money that has been donated. I don't want to know, man. So therefore, it's shit. I'm giving this a thumbs down. Story is okay. The rest of it can go to hell. Guys, thank you so much for watching. See you next time. Bye-bye.